Welcome to EDU 6350, Week 1. Your assignments for this week include 2 discussion forum posts. The first one, of course, is the introductory discussion forum, and it is due by Friday the 29th, 8 o'clock p.m. This is where you're going to put your picture and then introduce yourself. Please follow the instructions in the syllabus for this. Discussion Forum Week 1 is due right away, Thursday the 28th by 11:55 p.m. In order for us to complete everything that we need to cover in the course, we have to get started right away. So as you are watching this, please put on your calendar this particular post, and so you'll need to go ahead and get started reading the chapters in order to post for this. Now, the replies aren't due until the following Tuesday, so you have a little bit to reply. You just got to get that post in. Also this week, you should begin gathering articles for your literature research paper. Remember, you'll be able to use the back of the each chapter where they have references. That can help get you started, but of course you're not limited to this. So now let's talk about chapters 1 and 2. I'm going to give you some things to kind of look for and pay attention to as you read the chapters. Each of these weekly instructional videos are really for you to watch first and then delve into the chapters. So the first 2 chapters talk about the curriculum, the theoretical dimensions of the curriculum. Chapter 1, Curriculum and Instruction Defined. So I want you to think about curriculum because it is perceived as a discipline. There are many people who work in the field of curriculum, and you probably know some. There's curriculum specialists usually within a district, and there might even be a curriculum person in your particular school. Sometimes even a reading coach or a math coach might be considered a curriculum specialist, as they are always looking for new types of curriculum to help different types of learners. So what skills do you have to be an effective curriculum specialist? Well, for one thing, you got to have a master's degree, so you're pretty much well on your way to doing that. So what are some things that you can do to help learn about being a curriculum leader, even a teacher leader within your school, leading your team in the area of curriculum? Think about those things as you read these 2 chapters. What is curriculum? What's the difference between curriculum and instruction? They are 2 separate things. Curriculum is basically the plan or program for the learning, and then it's carried out or implemented, or the instruction is done by the school, usually the teacher. Curriculum is usually guided by standards that are adopted by the school, district, or state. In our case, it's the Florida state standards that we have. Those were pulled from the Common Core curriculum, which is nationwide. So as you are reading, I want you to pay special attention to the different models of curriculum and instruction and that relationship that's provided in Chapter 1. You have 4 models, and each of them have a diagram, so I hope that concept map kind of helps you to figure out what kind of model is used in your school and what kind of model you most identify with. So you have dualistic, interlocking, concentric, and cyclical. Pay close attention to those as you read. In Chapter 2, we talk about the principles of curriculum development. So in Chapter 2, I want you to think about how can a curriculum be developed that's responsive to the needs of a particular environment. This is really, really important. Districts as a whole usually develop or adopt curriculums. However, schools are very, very different. In one particular district, you can have very wealthy schools where kids come from affluent families, and then you can have those that are very poor, low socioeconomic level. You can have those that have a high percentage of ELL students, all of those types of schools have very different needs. So how can the curriculum be changed or adapted to fit those needs of the students? There are curriculum axioms. Axioms are almost like rules or ideas or beliefs, and these particular axioms offer guidelines that establish a frame of reference. So hopefully as you read these axioms, there are 10 of them, it'll give you a better idea of how to think about curriculum. Your book gives 10 axioms and 8 concepts of curriculum construction. So become familiar with those, and perhaps some of those will speak to you as to how you view curriculum, and or maybe how you should view it, or how the importance of it should be applied in your particular context. Some of them are more important for others, and some of them may be more important than others in particular contexts. That would be something to definitely think about. Then I would like for you to think about and perhaps discuss in the forum the relevance of curriculum. Consider this statement: the relevance of curriculum is subjective. So in your context, what makes the curriculum relevant? Are there things or parts of the curriculum that in your school, in your classroom, are not relevant? Perhaps you are mandated to do certain things in your classroom, however, you don't think those things are relevant. So what do you do as an instructional leader, as a teacher, as whatever your context is, to ensure that the curriculum is relevant to meet the needs of all your learners? If you have questions this week or comments, please make sure that you start them on our Running Weekly blog so that others can contribute to the discussion. Also, you can email me. Please make sure to give me 24 hours before expecting an answer back. All right, happy learning this week.